All right, guys. Hey, starting the second week of videos. There were some questions on Facebook about whether or not the typed notes were gonna still be a thing. I'm gonna do this for a little bit, and if there's a consensus that the typed notes are gonna be the preference, I could add those back in and do this. As of right now, it's just gonna be the videos. Like I said last week, the idea with these is what I'm saying into the camera right now is basically the exact same thing as I would type. It also gives people who don't see me as a coach an opportunity to experience the briefing. And some people just might not know who I am. Like I said, I don't coach at Minneapolis. So I know a lot of people over there who are newer have not seen me, and also people who go to the evening classes in St. Paul don't see me right now as well. Hopefully when things get back to a relative normal, schedules can adjust. Maybe I'll see some people in the evening at St. Paul and potentially get over to Minneapolis. But for right now, I just wanted to address that. It's also a time thing. This is a lot quicker to record and just talk into the camera than try to think about what the right thing to write is. So, all right, here we go. Monday, August 31st, 2020. The lift, deadlift, the sets are 5-5-3-3. So you're going to increase on each one of those. Goal, take a little bit of jump between your sets of 5. Hopefully there's a bigger jump between the 5 and 3. And then ultimately you're building and preparing for that final set of 3, which we will record, okay? So two comparative lifts, the deadlift and let's just use the power clean. So both very similar, okay, in terms of the setup. The major difference is the angle of the back and the height of the hip, okay? So for both of them, you want a shoulder width stance, okay, or hip width stance, depending on your preference. Hands outside of the hips, knees tucked into the elbows, and your shoulders or chest slightly hovering over and maybe a little bit in front of the bar. Now here's where it can change. With the power clean, we want a lower hip position, so more of a squatty position with an upright chest, okay, where you can look straight ahead across the room. With a deadlift, we can get away with and typically want to see a higher hip and therefore a flatter back angle, okay? Just because with the deadlift, you are driving through the floor and trying to activate some posterior muscles, think your hamstrings and glutes, and eventually your back to lift the bar to the hip. The difference, the reason why we start lower with a power clean is because it's more dynamic. Once we get to the hip, we jump or explode and extend and try and get ourselves under the bar. So just wanted to clarify that, but ultimately working up to a heavy 3. The workout is 5 rounds each for time, okay? So you're going to try and get these done as fast as you can, okay? Each round, 15 Russian kettlebell swings, as heavy as possible, 12 burpees over the kettlebell, and then 9 and 7 bike calories for the males and females respectively, okay? So the Russian kettlebell swings, as heavy as you can, those should be unbroken. Okay, as a reminder, those are just to eye line, okay? The burpees over the kettlebell. So you're going to set your kettlebell down, you're going to do a burpee, you're going to jump sideways or laterally over the kettlebell, okay? And then the bike calories should be kind of a sprint, just pushing it at the end, okay? So goal should be probably 2 minutes or less on each one of these rounds. And then in between each round, you're going to rest 2 minutes to try and regroup, okay? Again, we're recording your slowest. Go hard on all of them, and we'll call it a day. All right?